Hi there and welcome to Covey Fabrics DIY channel. My name is Amy and I'm visiting you today from Artisan Upholstery Studio right here on YouTube. Today I'm going to show you how to make a long wedge pillow which goes up against your headboard so you can sit up comfortably in bed. It's going to have a zipper and some buttons, so here are some new skills that I'm going to teach you today. The fabric that I'm using today is this soft ribbed velvet. It's a performance fabric, so it will hold up really well to spills and stains. So let's jump right in by starting with our wedges. Now the wedges are 11 by 21 high, and you need two of them. These are going to make up the sides of the pillow. So I'm measuring 3 inches in from the side, and I'm just going to cut it right to that bottom corner. Mark it off, and that makes our wedge. So making sure that the nap runs in the correct direction, we're going to match it up with the second wedge, and we're just going to cut it using that same shape. Next, we're going to cut our pockets. So the pockets are 11 wide by 7 inches high. And the pockets are going to be on top of the wedge shape when we sew it to make little pockets for your phone or your remote control. So the main panel size is determined by the measurement all the way around your wedge. So mine is going to be 54 inches, which is the width of the fabric, by 48 inches. And that added to a zipper is going to give us enough to go around that whole entire wedge. So I'm cutting off this little rough selvage here because that is going to just cause us problems. So now I am cutting the zipper. So I'm making two pieces at different heights. So this one is 4 inches, and I want the zipper to be set a little bit further back from the front of the wedge. So I'm making the second panel 7 inches. So one is 4 and one is 7, and it's the entire width of the fabric at 54 inches. So next I'm going to cut this zipper, and it's going to be the entire length of that zipper panel. So at least 54 inches. I always cut a little bit longer. So I'm folding this over about 3/4 of an inch and placing it just over that metal zipper. And I'm going to sew it about 1/4 of an inch away from the edge there. And the second side is exactly the same. You're just meeting it in the middle for a nice clean look, so you're hiding that zipper between these two panels. So here's my finished zipper. It's nice and clean, and the stitches stayed on the zipper. They didn't stray. Now I'm cutting this panel down to 9 inches tall. I'm just installing my zipper. There we go. And now this main body panel is going to get attached to the zipper panel. So I'm first going to temporarily attach it with staples just to hold it in place while I sew. And I'm going to go ahead and staple it to the other side as well. So what it is it's one continuous circle of fabric. So we're going to deal with our pockets now. They're going to go right over top of these wedge shapes. But first we have to finish the tops with a nice seam just to close it up and make it finished. So you can go ahead and cut the shape of that pocket to match the wedge. So we're ready now to attach the wedge to the main body, and we're going to start here where the zipper is. Now what I'm doing here is I am matching up the slanted part with the front of the cushion, which is the wider part of the zipper, and I am making sure that it's even on both sides, and I'm just going to staple it all on so that when I sew it, everything stays in place. When you're going around the corners, you have to make little cuts. They're called easement cuts, and it just allows you to fold around corners and get a nice clean wrap around here, a nice clean corner to sew. So you can see I've made a few cuts, and we're going to sew on the side so those don't show, obviously. And then you can just continue stapling all the way around. So you can see that the measurements are perfect here, everything lined up well. There's no extra fabric, there's no puckers. That's going to be a really nice look once it's all sewn together. So next I'm going to close up the zipper so that that zipper head doesn't just slide right off. So what I'm doing is I'm taking a little patch of fabric and I'm just going to sew it right over the end of the zipper. Now it's closed and the zipper won't come off. So we're going to just do the exact same thing on this side as we did on the other. We're lining it up and we're just going to staple it all the way around. And hopefully it'll be like the other side where it just matches perfectly. So I'm going to start stuffing the pillow now. I've got 10 pounds of loose Dacron filling. It's a high quality filling that shouldn't lump up after some use. And 10 pounds is a lot, but you want that fullness for the pillow to be comfortable against your headboard. So I'm going to make some buttons for the pillow. I think 5 is a good amount just to keep everything in place. So I do that by first cutting circles out of the fabric. And I have this handy little disc, which is the right size for the buttons that I want to make. So if I want 5 buttons going across, I actually have to make 10 buttons, 5 for the front and 5 for the back. So I use these little pins just to mark where I want my buttons to go. So I'm first going to figure out the exact center of the cushion. And then, after I find the center, I'm going to find a seam that I can measure up from so that every button is going to be the same height on the cushion. So I'm going 14 up from the seam at the bottom. So we put the twine through the button first, and then both of the ends go through the needle, and then the needle goes through the pillow. And you match it up with that pin. And now you're going to put the button on one of those pieces of twine and do a knot, a slip knot, to get that as tight as you want it to be. Now you don't want to pull it all the way, you just want to pull it a little bit, and you want to make sure that all of the buttons are the same. I've spaced mine out 9 inches and of course 14 inches from that seam, and it's 14 on both sides, so each side is going to be 14 up from the seam and 9 inches apart. So I'm just rearranging the stuffing in the pillow just to make sure that everything is nice and even up above the buttons. And that zipper slider can just get tucked right into that seam so that you don't even see it. So that looks great on the front. So now we're just going to tie off the knots. I'm going to do 3 knots, and then I'm going to cut the twine off. So here's our finished pillow with a pocket on each side, buttons, and a zipper closure. Nice and soft for lounging in bed. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.